Okay. Am I clearly audible, sir?
Yeah, go ahead, please. Let's start. Thank you so much.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today on a Saturday weekend, and I truly appreciate your time and dedication. And I'm thrilled to have each one of you here as we explore different opportunities for studying in Europe. And as we have here of our panelists today, we will be getting to know about different opportunities studying in Europe. So before I start, myself, Naja Fatima, I'm the marketing executive at Cambridge Training and Consultancy. So before we start, I would request every one of you to mute yourself. And if you have any of your questions, you can just drop it in the chat box, or by the end of this presentation, you'll get a chance to unmute yourself and ask your queries directly to the university representatives. So, so today we'll be discussing about Austria. We have from Austria we have Dr. Lena Kaspeter. She is the recruitment advisor at the Entrepreneurial School, and from France we have Dr. David Sampier, and he's the business developer from Collège de Paris. And then we'll continue. We'll have a guest speaker, Professor Dr. Mohammed Javed, and he'll be sharing his insightful experience about studying in Europe. And then we'll follow it with a Q&A session. So before we start, let me tell you about who we are. We are Cambridge Training and Consultancy. We are based in UK, and we are working in this field from the past 15 years. And we have a very good experience in the admission process and the visa assistance for more than 8 countries, which follows by UK, US, Australia, Canada, Germany, Georgia, Hungary, Ireland, France, Austria, and Malta. And we are happy to announce that we are collectively working with more than 300 universities worldwide, and we assist students globally. And for your entire process to go smoothly, we have quite good experienced colleagues who will be assisting you with the very first step, from the document verification, your profile evaluation, understanding of which universities you wish to apply for, submitting your profile to the university. If there is any sort of SOP requirement, our colleagues will help you prepare a wonderful SOP. If there is any sort of interview requirement, we have a dedicated team who will be assisting you with the interview process as well. So we help each and everyone from the starting till the last process till you reach the destination safely. So now let's start with Austria. We have Dr. Lena Kaspeter, International Recruitment Advisor. I would request Dr. Lena to share her screen and share wonderful insights about Austria.
Thanks, Najat. Thanks, Akram, for giving me the opportunity of introducing my university. Let me just, if I may, play a short video to show you where exactly we are and what we offer. Hang on. I hope you can see it. It's just a very short clip. Can everybody see?
Yes, Lena, go ahead. Thank you.
Sorry for the ads. Let me skip them. I don't know where can they come up.
Lena, the video wasn't audible for some reason.
Already on. Well, I wish I'd known that.
Never mind. We can still continue with the presentation. We'll share the link for the video with our participants later via email.
Sure. Okay. So in the city, at least you had a glimpse of all the things that we offer in the city of Innsbruck. That is where we are located, Management Center Innsbruck. We are the business school or the entrepreneurial school, as we call ourselves. We're located in the west of Austria, where we are very close to Germany, Switzerland, and Italy. The capital, Vienna, which is in the east, is about 500 kilometers from where we are. And it takes about 4 hours to reach there. So we're more connected to Munich and Germany than to the capital. We're a very small city. Actually, we're the 5th biggest city in the country, and we have a population of about 130,000 inhabitants. So, it's not a very big city compared to maybe Dubai or any other cities, or London for that matter. But considering the size of Austria, we are fairly big, so to say. And our city is a student city, as you probably must have also seen in the pictures. In the film, we have a lot of students, about 35,000 students, not we, but we, our university, as well as the universities in the town. And as you can see, the golden roof, this is one of the landmarks of our city. Here's some excerpts of the city, what it looks like, and just breeze through it quickly. And get down to Management Center Innsbruck now as a university of applied sciences. What do we stand for? Like every other university, of course, we believe in academic quality. We focus on research and development. We have entrepreneurial hub with lots of projects, and our international orientation is very, very strong. Running you through briefly our statistics, we have currently 3,637 students, and our programs are divided, let's say 66% in the field of management and social sciences, and 34% in the field of engineering. What is important is that we have more than 300 partner universities, and when it comes to the programs, we have 14 programs in English. So now give you a breakdown of where our students come from, our student population. When I talk about the 3,637, most of them obviously more than 50% are Austrians. 40% are Europeans and 3% are global. When we talk about global, what we mean is outside the European continent. So anything, all the other continents make up 3%, and this is the number which we aim to increase and have more on our campus.
Lena, do you want to share the slides, or do you have any slides to share?
Oh, you can't see them?
No, we can only see the video.
Oh my God. I've been sharing the slides all this while. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, if you can share again, I think hopefully.
Okay.
Super.
Oh dear me. Can you see them now?
Yeah, it's loading. Yeah, now we can. Yes, thank you so much.
Well, thank you for telling me, because okay. So coming back again, I'll just walk quickly through it. As I said, this is where we are located in the west of Austria, close to Germany and Switzerland and Italy. The capital, Vienna, is in the east of Austria, and Innsbruck is a small city. We have about 130,000 inhabitants. As you can see, this is the landmark of the Golden Roof. It's the landmark of our city. And it's a very student city, because we have about 35,000 students from various universities that are in the city. just to give you again a glimpse of, what the city looks like. And as we are located in the Alps, in the hub of the Alps, so there we are down there, and you can see the Alps all around us, So there are a lot of outdoor activities that take place. Good. Then as a university, what do we stand for? Of course, as I mentioned earlier, academic quality, research and development. Our research is mainly applied research, practice-oriented research that we follow. We're an entrepreneurial school, so we have an entrepreneurship hub as well as a lot of capstone projects in this field, and our international orientation is extremely strong. We have 3,637 students, and if you break up the students, 66% go for management programs and 34% go for engineering. We have more than 300 partners globally, and we have 14 programs fully in English. So 3 at the undergrad level and 11 at the postgrad level. So breaking down the 3,637 students, that more than 50% or 57% come from Austria itself, 40% we have from Europe, and the remaining 3% we call them global, which means everyone outside the European continent. So this and it is this number, as I was talking about earlier, is that what we intend to increase, and we hope to increase. When it comes to our international reputation or outreach, I must say we are really very strong in this. We have also the international accreditation, the AACSB, which only 3 universities, and we being one of them in Austria, have that. We also have the German accreditation for quality excellence and the FIBA A, and we're members of lots of these international associations, and we also work there and participate. It's not just being a member, but it's also we participate a lot with it. We have Fulbright professors every year. Our professors go there to the US for research and so on and so forth. So we do a lot actually globally, and also when it comes to sustainability and so on, we are members, very strong members of the PRME, the UN, association that was founded for universities, where we basically not only propagate, but we have a center for sustainability, as well as it's taught all through in our courses, be it engineering or social sciences or business. As I said, we have more than 300 partner universities over the globe because our students go abroad for 1 semester. In some programs, it's compulsory. In most of the programs, it's optional. Most of our students go in Europe because of Erasmus, because they get the stipend. And as you can see, the rest of the partners that we have, North America, South America, Asia, and so on. At the same time, we also have 20 double degrees and 1 joint degree program. And we're also part of the Ulysses consortium, where we are 6 universities where we have specific, then again, exchange, research, and so on, which is done amongst the 6 universities itself. Because we have so many partner universities, we have a lot of students coming into the country as well as our students going abroad. To give you the latest statistics, in 2023-24, we had 403 students coming into Austria and to our university, and 441 of our students went abroad. So we have a lot of international students on the campus, in both semesters. Now here you see the campus to the right. This is our university, and we share the premises with the University of Innsbruck. That is the library, the sports facilities, the restaurants, everything, for students, repositories, everything are shared with the University of Innsbruck. just a glimpse of what our classrooms look like. It's the engineering department. And now, so coming down to the nitty-gritty, what we offer. We have programs at the bachelor's level, only 3 programs in English. These are that is business administration online, business and management, and entrepreneurship, tourism, and leisure business. We offer these programs at the undergrad level in English. All the other programs are in German. As I said, again, these 3 are the programs: tourism, business and management, and business administration online. At the master's level, we have, in the field of business, we have all these programs: tourism, healthcare management, business and law, business management, IT, all of them in English. And in the field of engineering, we offer medical technology, mechatronics, biotechnology, and environmental engineering. So we have a lot in the field at the master's level, and that we offer in engineering, as well as in the field of business. Executive education is also something that we offer. We have a full-on self-study bachelor's in general management, as well as we have MBAs in healthcare, the generic general management, and there's the international management. Our courses are offered as such predominantly as full-time, and we also have a part-time, and of course the online ones are blended learning. So students have to come once a month onto campus for face-to-face classes. Our class sizes are fairly small because we are allowed to take, by government rules and regulations, only a limited number of students. So each program takes roughly at the bachelor's level about between 30 and 40 students, and at the master's level about 20 students. So business and management will take about 40 students at the undergrad level, as well as at the master's, then half of it, literally about 20, max 25 students. So we're not allowed to take more students as per the government rules and regulations. Therefore, our classes are fairly small, which is good because you can give them individual attention, and the retention rate also obviously is very, very high. These are the deadlines for applications, with 17th November coming up soon, and then 24th February, 6th of April, and 18th of May. We generally tend to stop when it comes to internationals, when I'm talking about those outside the EU, in April, because of visa reasons, because the visa process in Austria is very long. So therefore, April is the ideal time to basically then stop. Well, I won't go into the details, but the prerequisites basically are high school certificates, and depending on the country and the regulations, the admission requirements may differ. We require IELTS also, or TOEFL 6.5, or IBT 90. Same thing applies at the master's level. Prerequisites to join a business program will be obviously to have a bachelor's in business, as well as this be the case in engineering. Over and above that, IELTS or TOEFL would be required. Now, for the admission process, basically everything takes place online. Each and every student has to upload certain documents, of which it is CV, transcript of records, motivation letter, and so on. And each and every student undergoes an interview, which of course is where the faculty and the whole panel of 2 or 3 members interview each and every student. The same thing also happens at the master's level, where they have to hand in all their credentials, as well as, take an interview online. What are our fees? Our fees are 14,000 euros per academic year. And students coming through the agency, in this case also from Cambridge Consultancy and Training, will be given a 60% scholarship, which means you would be paying 5,600 euros per academic year. So, and this obviously, when the application comes through the agency, you will be given this scholarship, and this applies for, be it for the bachelor's or for the master's, the two, that is for the 3 years or 2 years respectively. So it's not only about admission, but what we basically do, we really guide all our students before they join us, during, as well as post. We help them in every aspect. Before they come, we have online sessions giving them details about visa, accommodation, everything what they need to do. We have WhatsApp groups where they are connected with other international students and so on. When they come here, there's orientation, then there's academic support given by each and every department. There is a faculty member assigned to, help students if they are struggling with their studies and so on. And then post studies, we also help them with the help of our career center when it comes to employability, to where they can be, they have the option of looking for jobs and things like that and apply. So basically, students are supported all through, before, during, and after. And in a nutshell, to give you an idea about where we give them support with accommodation, where if they want to start up a company, there's the entrepreneurial hub that helps them. The academic advisors are there. We have a language center with lots of language, from German itself, French, all European languages, plus sign language, plus they offer Chinese, Japanese, and so on, which students can join. There are various scholarship opportunities when they want to go for the semester abroad, sports facilities, and of course for the health and well-being. There are psychologists and so on, should that be needed. There are and coaches and so on who can help them. Our career center is very strong in offering seminars, recruiting forums. We have a great portal where internships, summer jobs, post-work study jobs, and all are put up. So students can then work either during studies or after studies. And these are, just to give you an excerpt of the companies that we work with. Austrian Airlines, we work with the Casino Austrias, we work with Medel, that is for ear implantation, Redpo, OMV, this is that's the oil company, and so on and so forth. Swarovski, of course, and so on and so forth. We also work very closely with the government agency, which helps students in finding jobs after their studies. So this is pretty much it. And to put a name to a face, this is me and my colleague. I'm supported by my colleague Kim, who helps us in basically, helps me basically in with internationals. That was pretty much it. So thank you for taking your time. I'm sorry for not having the presentation at the beginning. I hope I haven't exceeded time despite that.
No, I think that's absolutely fine. And thank you so much, Dr. Lena. And every one of you, if you have any questions regarding Austria, you can just drop the questions in the chat box and mention the country name Austria, so that it will be easy for us to differentiate between which country information you are looking for. So now I would like to ask Dr. Can you see my screen? Okay. Now we have Mr. David Sampier from College de Paris, who will be sharing his insightful information about France.
Hello, everyone. My name is David Sampere. I'm speaking with you from France, and I will do a quick overview about the different options you can find with Collège de Paris group. Normally now you are watching my presentation. Sorry, I got a cold after the event last week. So what's Collège de Paris? Collège de Paris is a group of universities with campus in Belgium, France, and Spain. That's the main thing. And the secondary important thing is that Collège de Paris is a société à mission. Société à mission is a French way of saying that our main objective is not only to be a private school, but also to share this school with as many people as possible that, from the French philosophy, they do deserve education. As you may know, in France, education is a right, it's not just a business. We do offer 4 specializations. We do offer business schools. Each one of the brands is a different location or a different programs. IT and data science, from programming to EA, cybersecurity, sport and hospitality, everything related mainly to hotels and event management, event marketing, and then art and language. And by arts, we do include fashion design, interior design, communication, but also everything related to culinary. Okay? And we do propose options either on undergrad, bachelor programs, or master degrees, MBAs, and DBAs. We do have those options in French, but of course, each one of those universities do propose a full catalog in English. As Ms. Rina says, some of our numbers, 60 campus in France, over 60,000 students between the permanent students and the professional students, now we have 9 international campuses, including Africa, Asia, and the States, and over 100 different nationalities worldwide. Our accreditations, we are a business school, so we have the classical business school accreditations. Ranking, because everyone wants to be number 1. On our side, we only play with the top 5. We are not number 1 yet. And you can see each one of our masters or our bachelors has for sure a ranking. The campus, because I think it's important for you to see where you're going to study. Those are some of the main campus we do have in France. But because we are an international group, we always recommend each one of our students to at least spend 1 year in another country. And that's for that we have our different campuses, either in Spain, in Asia, in Africa, or in America. When I say America, I'm speaking from the US down to Argentina. We do have partnerships and we do have campus in Mexico, Colombia, Argentina, Chile, Brazil. So we do always offer a wide range of opportunities for our students to go abroad. If we go basically to the price, because price is important. Bachelor degrees in continental Europe, 10,000 euros per year. Master degrees, 18,000 euros. 12 on first year, 6 on second year, and MBAs, 12,000 euros. All those programs, it's just an example, but those are the English program prices. In case one of you or one of the future students do speak French or do learn French, we can reduce the price considerably. Because when you do a bachelor in French, you are paying no more than 7,000 euros. I will try to copy-paste the presentation of Ms. Rina. In France, we do not use scholarship at themselves. What we have is something called alternance. This alternance is the option that we give to the top 50% of the class, that we will help them found a sponsorship company. That means that the student pays, or you as a student, you will pay year 1 full price. But if you are on the top 50% of your class, the school will help you found a company that is going to hire you. Something related to your studies. If you are studying fashion design, you will work on a fashion design company, not at McDonald's. This company is going to pay full tuition for second year, either bachelor, either master. And at the same time, you will get a salary because you will spend half of the week going to the office and half of the week going to the school. Obviously, this great opportunity to have the second and third year of bachelor or second year of bachelor free of charge while working and having a salary is only available for the good students. That's very important. After most of you students finish the school, all of you wants to start working. In France, immigration process or work or post-study work permit is only available after master. So as soon as you finish your master study with us, you will have a 1-year post-study work permit that will give you the opportunity either to stay with the company that already hired you for second year of master, either to look for a new job. As soon as you found a job with 1.5 times minimum salary, you can stay in France as long as you pay taxes. So that means you are working legally and you are paying taxes. After 5 to 7 years, depending on the nationality and the rent and some different aspect, you will be able to apply for nationality, French nationality. Okay? General overview. If we go for the registration process, the same thing as Dina say, our main deadline is the visa deadline. There is no intelligence at all in telling you a specific deadline if you will not be able to have the visa for France. Depending on the countries, in France, we are speaking between 1 and 3 months, more or less. It depends where are you coming from. All our programs are in English. How we manage the level, we normally recommend at least a B2, high B1 or B2 level in English. Because we are 100% private institution, we do not need to request an official exam. Why? Because we are going to ask you for a full motivation letter in English, but mainly because every single student do pass an interview. During this interview, that normally is conducted by 2 or 3 people at the same time, we have one of our pedagogical staff who's gonna check your English level. Because most of you, I'm pretty sure you are from Middle East, from India, English is normally not a problem when you compare to the French English level. So don't worry on that side. French always speak worse English than most of the people. I can say that, but because I'm Spanish, so no problem. Okay, for the rest is a easygoing registration, so you can manage it quite easily. I did a quick overview. I'm in contact with Ms. Najah and Mr. Akham for order registration and order procedure, and I will be more than happy to answer all your questions that you may have about France and about Collège de Paris. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. David, for your wonderful insight about Collège de Paris. And I see many of you have have so many questions, but you didn't mention which a question is for Austria or it is for France. So I would like request every one of you to just rewrite your question and just put down the country name so that it will be easy for us to differentiate it. And now we have our guest speaker, Professor Javed, who will share his experience about the study in Europe.
Professor Javed,
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, yes,
Hello.
Mr. Yes, Mohammed Javed, Professor. Yeah, we can hear you. Just introduce.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can
Are
hear
you getting my voice?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, please. Yeah, Dr. Javed, you there? Okay. We'll just wait for a minute. If he is unable to join, then we can start the Q&A.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, Akram. I don't know. There's some network issue or something. Okay. Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon and good evening to all of you. So basically that I'm not going to take much time. Basically, I'm in Russia at this moment, and today I have visited. There is it's one republic in Russia. It's called the Republic of Turkestan, And here I visited the one set up here by the Tatneft, Tatneft is a Russian oil and gas company. They have autonomous university recently they formed here, an amazing setup, for the oil and gas research and all these things. And they are hosting the what you call that the international student also, and I looked the dormitory and all the facilities. So it's amazing facility here in Russia. And similar, I visited a lot of countries in Europe, like for example, previous time with the through the help of Akram Bhai, I visited the Hungary. So there is a one university, it's called University of Debrecen, and they have a very good facility for the medical study. It's if you want to do the MBBS or even the masters, and beside that, if you want to do the what we call that's the PhD and masters. So the things here is that we need to think on that one. What's the benefit we are getting? And the important thing while we are studying in Europe or any developed nations, we are getting the quality educations, the quality educations we are getting it that one, and the in affordable price, that is the nowadays. If you look into the India or some other places, you find out that what the amount you are spending there, but you are not getting the quality educations, the quality education in Europe and other countries. I have also very good experience to visit the UK. UK also, there are a lot of universities that they have offering good courses. And then in 2022, I also visited Germany, and some of the universities I visited in Germany. The good thing in Germany, that one, you don't need to pay a tuition fee there, but of course it's depend upon the what type of course and all these things you are doing that one. And even beside that, there are Asian countries, like previously I worked with the Malaysia. So Malaysia also, there are a lot of foreign universities are there, they have the campuses. Like for example, the Australian-based university, the Monash have a campus, Taylor universities have campus in Malaysia. And beside that, the some Newcastle and Nottingham University have also the campus in the Malaysia. And I just left recently Malaysia. Nowadays, I'm working with the United Arab Emirates Universities in Abu Dhabi. So in the UAE also, you find out a lot of the foreign universities. So if you like, for example, you don't want to go to Europe because of the cost effective or something that one. So you can opt this country where the European, what call that's the universities have a campus. And that have the fees and other things are almost similar. There is some difference in the fees in these places, but they have the living cost, you will save it. And the good thing is that the degree you are going to get from that university. They, like, for example, the Nottingham University have QS ranking 100. So even though you are doing the degree from the Malaysian campus or even like UAE campus of some university who have the ranking, so your degree is belong from the UK or the like, for example, Monash, it's 100 ranking there, So you will get the degree from the Monash universities and campuses there. So you need to look into that once. And today we bring the two universities, and they have already explained you about what the facilities and other things they have offering to you, and you can further inquire through the Cambridge, through the Akram Bhai and others people who are giving you the consultancy service to how to get into this education through the different universities of Europe, So there are a lot of opportunities, there are a lot of opportunities exist there, and some of a price wise high, some is a low, all types of options are available. So you need to choose that what type of degree you want to do and what are the your choice, which country you want to go, because it's depend upon your choice, because some of the people like, for example, Russia, even affordable, but due to the climatic conditions and other things, some people don't want to come here, And it's Russia. There are a lot of, like, for example, I came here to attend one conference is organizing by, there is a very famous university, ITMO in St. Petersburg, So they have very good campus, and I meet a lot of students from Turkey, even from the Lebanon and others. They are doing here the bachelor and master degree are there. So there are huge opportunities here, that one. So Akram bhai, thank you so much. So I think we can go with the panel discussions, the furthers to discuss with that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Javed, for your wonderful information. So, sir, let's start with the Q&As.
Yeah, please.
Okay. So, first question is from Sana. This is both for Austria and France. Do you offer PhD in business management?
Okay. No, we don't have a PhD program as such because we're not allowed to offer it by the government as per the government rules. Because we're a University of Applied Sciences. So we have a bachelor's and a master's. However, our executive education, yes, we do have a PhD program, which is offered in the blended learning format. And it is with the University of Antwerp in Belgium. So in collaboration with them, we offer a PhD program.
And from France, we do offer a DBA, who is a doctorate on business administration from a private side, not the PhD, who normally, at least in France, is public side.
Okay. And the next question is from Mahesh, and he wants to do a bachelor degree in mechanical engineering, and he has completed his diploma in mechanical engineering from a government college in India. So he's asking, do we have any programs available for him?
Well, we don't at the undergrad level. I'm sorry, I'm afraid we don't have any programs in English in engineering. At the postgrad level, yes. At the master's level, yes, but not at the bachelor's level.
And in France, not with Collège de Paris, but yes, I can help him and help you to found a master, because you say he already has the bachelor, right? If he has the bachelor and he's looking for a master.
That diploma degree.
Diploma. Okay, not diploma and bachelor, no. So no, I don't have any bachelor on engineering. Thank you, doctor.
Okay. So we have another question. What is the placement status in Austria?
What exactly do you mean by placement status? The thing is, I mean, students, we have a portal where students can apply and we guide them there. I must say, in all honesty, when it comes to engineering students are sought for like crazy. So the chances of getting a job immediately is much higher when it comes to engineering postgrads as opposed to business postgrads. For business postgrads, it may take a few months to get a job, but the employment rate is good. I mean, I can't give you any statistics as for now as to what the ratio is or the stats are. But
Okay.
the prospects are good. Yes. We have also, like in France, we have a job search visa once you finish your studies for 1 year, where students have the opportunity to look for a job.
Coming to another question, next question is, what's the maximum limit of scholarship in Austria?
Well, my university, the scholarships we offer, the maximum percentage is 60, and not more. Yeah.
Okay. This question is for France. Do employer industry provide 100% scholarship in France?
Yes, if you deserve it. The company can choose the amount of a scholarship they gave. It's not a rule. It's not because you are foreigners, you do have 100% scholarship. It's because you are a good student and a good worker, the industry will give you the scholarship up to 100%. But yes, most of the time, if you're a good student, you get a 100% scholarship.
Okay. And next question is, do you have scholarship for Bachelors of Medicine in France?
No, that do not exist because medicine is public university. So you need, number one, to have a C1 language level in French, at least a C1. Number two, pass to do the first year of science, who is called PACES, P-A-C-E-S. You will do the student will do 1 year without life. She will only spend 1 year studying science. And after this first year, they will pass an exam. And depending on the exam, they may go to medicine, nursery, whatever. But there is no scholarship for medicine.
We have another question, which is for Austria. She would like to know more about the application process for bachelor's degree. And she also wants to know about what is the application process like. Is it more focused on the academic excellence? And the next is what level of German proficiency is she required if she wants to apply for an English taught program?
Right. So the application process is all online, and you will be given the link. I mean, and the agency will be given a link, and they will basically log you in, give you your login credentials, create login credentials for you, and then you can upload all your documents. Once your documents are uploaded, that is your 12th standard degree, CV, motivation letter, passport copy, photograph, and if you have any other, let's say job experiences or whatever, letters issued by your companies, all that you can upload, and then your documents will be reviewed by us, by the International Relations Office, and then sent to the program internally. And then they review it, and then you will be called for an interview. And that is fairly an extensive interview. It's conducted by a panel where they ask you your ambitions, why you're studying this program, and so on, because they want to know if you are the right fit for that program and you genuinely want to do it, because we have only a limited number of students that we take on. And so therefore it's important that, one is really interested in a program and not kind of forced into it, be it by parents or, friends or whatever, So that's how the thing works. I mean, the application process works. Your second question was if it depends on academic excellence, right? It plays a very important role, yes. but your CV, your letter of motivation, your interview, all that is also taken into account. So it is, I mean, academic excellence is one part of it, and the rest also plays a role. So they generally try to get a holistic picture of you, and not just focus on your academics. And if I'm not mistaken, the last question was what, German proficiency for English? Yeah. No, you don't need to know German if you're studying in an English program. But and we do offer language courses. When you come to Austria, university does offer you courses. When we recommend students to do the courses, because if you plan to stay on after your studies, it's always important to know a bit of the language. I mean, no matter which country you live in, I think the language plays a role if you want to climb the career ladder. So we do urge students to join language courses, but if you're doing an English program, everything is in English, and you don't need to know German there.
Thank you. And again, there's the same question. What is the criteria for PhD in management from France?
The criteria is quite open. At least they do need a master or MBA plus minimum 10 years of experience. That's the minimum. But do not forget that each day is mainly a personal job, is a work of someone to do a research supported by a tutor. And then they present that in front of a jury. So it's quite a variety. There is no, it's not like a bachelor where you have a specific request. But for sure, you need a master, and for sure, you need at least 10 years of experience.
Okay. And there is another question. A student is looking for masters in computer engineering. I think here the student Shahzad, he didn't mention any specific. Is it for France or Austria?
We don't offer in computer engineering. I don't know, David? No.
Yes, I do have computer engineering, not with Collège de Paris, but with a partner, and with you, Najad, or with Akham, we can coordinate and answer this request on private, no problem. With Collège de Paris, I have mainly masters in project management related to the IT sector, not exactly computer engineering.
Okay, and what is the prospect for campus placement for MBA in France?
What do you mean by prospect of campus placement? What does that mean in reality?
Like, I am assuming it must be for a student who has done his MBA in France. After that, what are the job prospects?
At the job offers, I would love to know the nationality of the student. The thing is, after an MBA, it's quite easy to find a job in France. Okay, Europe, like Rina say, we are mainly between 6 to 12% unemployment rate. You are international student, so that means you already speak English, you already speak your mother tongue, who could be Hindi or whatever, and normally you learn French while studying. So you will bring to the working market minimum 3 to 4 language and a wide experience. All our students ends up having jobs mainly on the export-import industry or on technology. So yes, it's quite easy, but it's very important, especially for France, and I do think in Austria it's more or less the same in Europe. Do not think that because you speak English, it's enough. If you want to understand the country where you move to, please do the effort and learn at least a B1 level of French or a B1 level of German. Normally, you will get it by going to the classes, by meeting people, by integrating the culture of the country. If you stay on your own circle of people that speak the same language and have the same culture that you had at home, for sure it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Do you agree, Ms. Dina, that the language of the country,
Absolutely,
if not a request, is more than needed?
Yep. I fully agree with you, David. Yeah.
Okay. And the next question is for Dr. Lina. For Masters in Management and Business-related courses, is it necessary that the student has done his bachelor's in the management, or the student who has done bachelor's in other field can also apply for it?
No, for a consecutive master's program in any of our business programs, you do need a bachelor's in business, or at least where the prerequisites are concerned, at least 20 ECTS credits you should have in business. So even if you've done engineering and you have 20 credits, European credits in business, then you can. So basically, for a master's in any of our masters in business, you should have basically a business background, because catching up with 20 ECTS before you join is more or less a year of studies, and that nobody really tends to do that. Yeah.
This question is, I think, both for France and Austria. The student has done his diploma in National Examination Board in Occupational Safety and Health. So he's asking if there are any sort of degree courses relevant to this program.
I'm sorry, but I have not single idea what National Examination Board in Occupational Safety and Health means. So, as a personal recommendation to Omar Atikur Rahma, think it on the other way. Not because you study that, you need to study whatever. What you want to do after doing the master, and how your bachelor can help you arrive to this professional objective. It's not because you study this that you should do whatever step 2 is available. Sorry, but that's a personal opinion.
If I may add to it, I think this is a diploma in the UK, right? So we have to check if, from the Austrian part of it, I have to look up in the database and check if this fulfills the criteria for eligibility with regard to bachelor's program. It won't be for master's for sure, and then I can get back to you on this. However, yeah, as David rightly said, it depends on what the person wants to study. If you want to study business, which what we offer, but if you want to go in the field of healthcare or anything, we do offer that, but that's in German and not in English.
Yeah, thank you so much, Lina. I think we have requested the candidate to share the CV, so this will help us to review the CV and see what the qualification and previous qualifications or any work experience, and based on that, we can advise them a potential program.
Thank you. Great.
We have another question for same France. Is there any sort of starting salary what MBA student would be paid? Any number?
Yes, the theory is between 35 and 40,000 euros per year. That's the theory. That doesn't mean it's the minimum. That doesn't mean it's the maximum. So the average student after an MBA will be around 35,000 euros per year.
Okay. And what are the opportunities for agriculture-based students for both Austria and France?
For which one? Which profile, sorry?
Agriculture.
In Austria itself, I think, if I may, I'll write it down here. It's BOKU. It's an acronym in German. This is a university for agriculture. I don't know if they offer courses in English at the postgrad level. I assume they do. I would check that. And see, because this is a very, very good university. It's ranked also worldwide, so they can check that. But we personally, we don't offer in that case.
Okay.
I'm from France. I have no much idea about engineering. For sure, there is business. For sure. For sure, there is masters, but I never work with them, so I cannot help you, sorry.
There's another question. Do an engineering graduate allowed to do an MBA in France?
How do engineering graduates? Yes, for sure. For sure. I mean, MBA do request at least or between 5 and 10 years of experience. There is a lot of engineering and engineers that move to MBAs to open their own companies. So it's perfectly possible to have an engineer doing an MBA. That's not a problem.
I think this question is for both Austria and France. What are the job prospects for clinical psychology?
Very good, I would say. If the degree is recognized, the person has to get his or her degree recognized in our country, and then of course the prospects are very good and bright.
Exactly the same for France. People is getting crazy all around the world. So it doesn't matter the country. The important thing is to have the degree accepted and recognized on each one of the countries he wants to work.
So I think all the questions have been answered in the chat box. If anyone of you would directly like to unmute yourself and ask David and Alina any of your questions, you may.
Good evening, everybody. I'm very thankful to. I'm Moizuddin from Patna. I'm very thankful to the organizer. This is a very meaningful session. I'm sorry that I could not listen properly. What a gentleman from France told regarding an engineering graduate interested in doing MBA, whether it is allowed or not in France. As Madam has told that it's not allowed in Australia. So whether in MBA, what he told, whether it is allowed for engineering graduate to pursue MBA from France or not. I seek a reputation of the answer. Or rather, if Miss Fatma or you, anybody is heard the answer properly, can answer my question.
I can repeat the answer, no problem. Yes, you can do an MBA having an engineering graduate, being an engineer. That's not a problem because a lot of engineers do MBAs to jump from the engineer side to the business side of their company. So it's perfectly possible.
If I may add,
Right, thank you.
You can also do it. You can also, an engineer can also do an MBA on Austria. That is allowed. You need to have at least 5 years of experience, and then. But when it comes to my university, our consecutive master's program, master's in business management or international business, for that you need a bachelor's. An engineer can't join that. Executive MBAs, yes. But consecutive masters, no. At my university, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Got it. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
I'm calling on behalf of his son. Okay. He is doing his commerce degree and he wants to do his MBA in a business school in Europe. So, do you think? Can you hear me, please?
No, not really.
Yeah, I can hear the question.
Okay.
Please go ahead. I'll repeat the question. No issues.
Okay. So this is for my son actually. He wants to do his he's doing his commerce, second year commerce actually, and he wants to do his master's in an MBA in a European school. So which France or UK, which would be a better bet? And do they require an experience before they join an MBA school there in Europe?
David?
For MBA, at least 5 years of experience. You don't have 5 years of experience, you are not going to an MBA. If your son just finished the university, he can go to a master. No problem. He can access a master in France, but not an MBA.
Okay, how about an MBA in the UK and other countries, in other European countries?
In UK, yes, some of the universities, they do accept fresh graduates who have no experience. They can do an MBA. There are some options. Of course, we can assist you with that.
Especially the EU business schools in Munich or in a lot of EU business schools are there, yeah.
See, for MBA, most of the schools, as David mentioned, they require at least 2 years of experience. But there are some universities in UK who takes, who admits fresh graduates without any experience, just based on their undergrad degree. So those possibilities are there. So if you can get in touch with us, we can shortlist you some options.
Okay.
And I think Dina will be with me. An
Yeah.
MBA, when you have never been working, is just a master because
Yes.
you know nothing. It's like Jon Snow on Game of Thrones. You know nothing,
Right.
keep studying or learn what a job is, learn to work, and then go to a real MBA.
Yep.
And I can say it as professional, but also as a father.
Yes, fair enough, fair enough. I do agree to that, yes.
I think there's another last question. A student who wants to know about the Masters in Leadership program for both, I think, Austria and France.
I don't have a specific master in leadership itself because I don't know how you can have a master in leadership. Leadership is very in each one of us. I do have human resources. I do have project management, but it's difficult to learn to be a leader. Lina?
We do have, I'm looking at it's an executive MBA where we, in our executive education program, we do have a master's in, it's leadership psychology and something. I don't know the title by heart. But that is sadly in German and not in English. So I think it's psychology, leadership, and something else it is. I don't know. So.
One question to Dr. Javed, actually. Actually, he was talking about a lot of universities for medical colleges, basically. Nowadays, we see a lot of students, my family, a lot of students who have done their NEET and they've not been able to get into medical colleges. So even with good scores, we don't get seats in India. So what are the options, good options available in the other countries, basically, like for Europe or like or Russia? But of course, I know there are a lot of options in Russia, Georgia. How about in Europe, basically? Good colleges. Like he was talking about some Debrecen, that's in Hungary. So is there any other good colleges with good fees, low fees, which is comparable to the high quality education, but comparable to the Indian fees, basically? Dr. Javed?
Means there are a lot of options are there. You will contact with the Akram Bhai. There is from the Hungary. There is a very good college there in University of Debrecen, and you can get the integrated degree. It's the degree means the MBBS plus MD. And there is also affordable in Georgia and the other places also. So it's they are offering a quality degree. So you need to discuss further with the Akram brother Akram,
Yeah,
and
sure.
he will give you
And,
the full details.
thank you, Dr. Javed. We'll be doing a full-fledged webinar on medicine opportunities in UK and Europe. Hopefully, but if you do get in touch with us after the webinar, hopefully today or by Monday, we can provide you some insight on the options available.
If I may just add to that, the Czech Republic offers also very good medical schools in Prague and around, and at a very cost effective rate, and is also very good, as well as recognized. After that, credits can be transferred and the degree can be recognized in India and so on.
Yeah, because nowadays I think Malaysia doesn't have the internship, basically. So they don't give the internship there in Malaysia. So it's a problem for students who are studying in Malaysia. But we don't want that situation to happen for the other countries, basically. So if Prague and other places like they have this final exam where once you come back and do your next exam here in India, exit exam in India, they can do their masters in India. That should be great. So I think I'll be in touch with Mr.
Yeah,
Akram
please do
then,
get
and
in touch with us. We already 15 minutes above the time span. We don't want to, wait for university representatives on a weekend. They have kindly taken off time to spare 1 hour on a Saturday. But please do get in touch with us. My colleague has shared some link in the chat box and also our WhatsApp number. Please do get in touch with us. We'll be more than happy to assist you onto a one-to-one conversation, and we'll try to see what you want to do, where you want to do, and how we can assist and process your application or provide more options with regards to France and Austria. Excellent. Can I just take this opportunity to thank all the participants for attending the webinar today, and a special thanks to Dr. Lena, David, and Dr. Javed as well for spending their 1 hour on a Saturday on a special request. Thank you so much, and we believe the webinar was informative, and we hope to assist you in the near future, and have a nice weekend.
Pleasure's mine. Thank you.
Thank you, Akram.
Thank you, Reena.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
David.
Thank you for
Thanks to all.
organizing.
Thanks.